And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Thank you very much for tuning into my live stream today with another business partner of mine. Her name is Mereseini, and she sits in the beautiful islands of Fiji. Thank you very much for your time and viewing my channel on this business chat today. My name is Devina Patel. I am the face behind my YouTube channel, Devina Ben Patel. I am a finance personnel. I work in the supply chain sector, and I'm a proud online business owner. So this chat is for those friends of mine who are looking for a side hustle, a second stream of income, who are accountants, who are stay-at-home moms, who are entrepreneurs looking for a second stream of income or side hustle, and those people who have close to retirement, like my business partner Mereseini, who's looking for a better future and counting in earning more income while they're retired. So let me welcome my other business partner, Mereseini. Hi, Mereseini. How are you?
Hi, Devina. I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for inviting me on this platform.
Thank you, Mereseini. Okay, Mereseini, as you know, we have this amazing online business opportunity that we'd like to tell the viewers about. So, can you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, please?
Thank you, Devina. I've been a civil servant. I was a civil servant in Fiji, teacher for 20 years before I became a corporate executive for 18 years. I retired from 38 years of productive work, from 9 to 5 jobs, you can call it, in 2022 to stand for the election here in Fiji. I am married, have three children and 4 grandchildren. I started this digital business last year. It's just a little over a year now, and I'm 60 years old. I call myself a semi-retiree just because I still become part of some boards here in Fiji, giving back to the community, giving back to the people. But otherwise, I am a digital business owner, more or less full time.
Thank you, Mereseini.
And I live in
As
Nandi.
you know, okay, thank you. Tell me, just for the viewers who are watching us today, what really inspired you to go on this online business platform and the opportunity that we offer to new entrepreneurs?
I was watching a similar presentation on Facebook by one of the Fijian business owners here in Nandi about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in 2021. Then, I thought about doing something that would not be so stressful, something that I can do from the comfort of my home when I retire. So that's when I signed up in 2021. But, it took me almost 2 years, to start the business because I just started last year in 2023. To me, the biggest inspiration is to continue to be active and productive in my retirement years. I've actually seen firsthand how some retirees tend to become so depressed, they even become sick. I can say this with confidence because I have the same experience with my husband, who is a retiree, and I noticed that when that happened, you know, he, he became, I would say, um, lost some kind of inspiration to continue to do what he used to do. He became sick. He is, still recovering from stroke. So I didn't want to go along that path. I wanted to keep myself occupied, especially my brain. I wanted to keep it healthy and then have a purpose every morning. Although I'm not rushing off to work, I know I have something that I look forward to, which is my digital business. And then number two, the other thing that inspired me is the potential to earn extra money from this business. When I joined, when I got into the business, then I saw, oh my goodness, there is huge potential in this business. All you need to do is connect yourself with the right people, and the online business community is so awesome. Like, everyone is so supportive. We are global. We are all over the world. But when we connect, there is just something so different. Like, you and I, Devina, we've never met face to face. We never knew each other. But in this business community, when you connect with somebody, you just feel these positive vibes. You just feel that you are part of the family, you are part of the community, and there is no competition like you do in the traditional businesses. I used to run traditional businesses too, and I know how we used to compete. Compete. You must have a competitive edge to be able to do better than your neighbor. But in this business, you actually work together as a community. We do training together. The same training package is shared to all the business owners all over the world. So that is, another huge inspiration for me. The team support, the business community support, and I just enjoyed being, one of the oldies, I would say, in my 60s. When I interact with the younger ones like you, Devina, and so many others around the world, I feel so satisfied that I can be part of development for younger business owners. So, these are the things that inspire me to join this online business community. And of course, leaving a legacy. This business actually allows us to leave a legacy for our children, for our grandchildren. So for me, working hard on my business, working smarter on this business, I am very confident and positive that, I can leave something for my grandchildren. Thank you, Devina.
Thank you, Mereseini. I'll relate with you very well because in terms of how you joined the business, you said you were quite emotional in terms of your husband's health. I understand that because my own mother has been through mental stress of depression in 2017. I had to make a lot of tough decisions in my life as well, leaving her and going abroad to earn into a foreign country and earning income so that I can support them because my income stream is the sole source of income. So I do relate with you personally and very emotionally as well. My personal reason, what inspired me to go to the online business space coming out of my comfort zone, is fully my motivational family back home in Fiji. They reside in Lotoka. I was just there last month spending 2 weeks of my leave. So I did not basically go out and travel much. I just spent all my time spending with my mom to see, and she saw me how I do some of these business activities, and she was like, oh, to me, encouraging me, giving that motivation. My mom is my biggest. She always comments to me. She always says, "You're doing well. You're striving," and that is the person I just need to convince, and no one else. So so, Mereseini, moving forward, can you tell the viewers who are watching, before joining this business, were you skeptical, and how would you say to the people who are still skeptical about this?
To be very honest, Devina, I was not skeptical at all. I guess it's because I'm always a risk taker. I was a civil servant for 20 years, very comfortable, and then I was offered this role to start a business. And, because of how my husband and I had seen things, since we were married, we've always been, business minded, so to speak, always trying to look at side hustles. We were both school teachers. We were always looking at an opportunity to make extra money just because we have families to look after. I have my extended family. He has his extended family. And so when we started our family, we were always looking at opportunities to start something new. So when I resigned in 2004 to start this business after 20 years of being a civil servant, I looked at the risks, and I told myself, if it has to work, it is up to me. I looked at things that way, that, if any new business has to work, whichever business I choose to do, it's up to me to make it work. The key is in my hand. But of course, I have my family members who are skeptical, like my son. My son is still skeptical, but I believe that, when you put your heart and your mind into something that you really want to do, and if your passion is so strong, your why is strong, you will be able to overcome any challenges that come your way. So if you are listening in tonight, or maybe later on, it is natural. It is an okay reaction to be skeptical in this business, because this business is unique. The platform, the concept is so unique, and you need to come in with a change mindset, with a growth mindset. And if you are skeptical in the beginning, it's okay. It's okay to be skeptical, but you need to come on board and see for yourself how people are changing their narratives. They are changing their stories. They are working full time but running this as a side hustle. There are job quitters at 30s, at 40s, because they've seen the growth in this business. So for those of you who are still skeptical, I know some of you are still following us quietly, watching us from the sideline. Some of you are sitting on the fence. You've already paid your membership fee, but you are still skeptical. But you know what? The challenge, the growth comes when the journey is tough. You cannot grow when you are comfortable. You will grow when you are being challenged. And this is the business that will not only help you grow financially, it will help you grow personally. You learn a lot of things in this business. So for me, when I came on board, the first thing that I wanted to do is to learn new things. So every day I'm learning new things, and I continue to learn new things, because it's technology, and I am a 60-year-old non-tech savvy person. But because my why is so strong, I want to reach that level. I want to leave a legacy for my grandchildren. I want to receive that passive income. You know, my skepticism just died. I just don't look at the challenges as barriers to my business. I look at them as opportunities for me to grow, do better, and be the best version of myself.
Thank you, Mereseini. Like you mentioned, you are not very skeptical and you're a risk taker. It just shows me that how in my life, where in my the phase that I've been through, I also love to take challenges. I am a person, even in my corporate environment. I used to, before going on my annual leave in May, coming to Fiji, I told my company accountant that I do not feel challenged in my role. And when I do not feel challenged in my role, I get bored very fast. I'm a person who loves to learn new things, come out of my comfort zone, stretch myself, work under pressure, learn. So that's really brings a better version. If I've done this, okay, if I've learned another skill, that's a plus point on my resume. But I love to learn something new, like you mentioned. So moving forward with our business chat with today, what mindset would you tell the viewers to have when they want to start this new online business opportunity that we offer?
That is a very important question, Devina. Everything comes down to our mindset. It is so important that if you want to be successful in this business, you need to be able to have the mind that can be teachable. You have a mindset that is willing to learn. You have a growth mindset, meaning that every challenge has an opportunity for you to learn something new. You grow from the challenge, you grow from the training that you do every day. Like, for me, when I had to do my own website, that was overwhelming to me. Going on to these different links, because my mind is already being prepared, and I'm psychologically, mentally prepared to go through the training. I did not find the first part of training as cumbersome or too challenging or too overwhelming. It's because I had already prepared my mind to learn something new. So in this business, if you have the willingness to learn, you are in good hands. And I think that's so important. You come in with an open mind, come in with a willingness to learn something new, and come in with a positive mindset and the growth mindset that you are going to learn something new, you are going to succeed in this business, you are going to make a difference in other people's lives, you are going to achieve your goals, whether it's your financial freedom, financial independence, personal growth, professional growth, whatever it is. You come in with an open mind, with a growth mindset, with the positive mindset that anything is possible in this business. Anything is possible in this business. All you have to do is grab the opportunity. You have the training package that is available for you. All you need to do is plan your time well, manage it well, be consistent, enjoy the challenges, right? Be excited about the new things that you learn every day as you go along with your business. I think that's so important. Mindset is the key. If I run traditional businesses, and it is so different from this business. I'm just loving this business, and so much so that I've gotten rid of two of my traditional businesses. I sold two of my traditional businesses just this year. you know it's because I have seen the huge potential in the online digital business. And come with an open mind, come with a positive mindset, growth mindset, you should be all right in this business.
Thank you, Mereseini. And I like the way you say it. You need to have a growth mindset, because one thing I've seen in the corporate world, we do not encourage growth mindset. We don't encourage learning mindset. We have those structures and a corporate side that, the managers are not trained well to how to manage the employees. The leadership side is very different. They always, because you need to always be ready to learn. A true leader is ready to learn, and you are there for the people. So this is what I always, even in my employer, when I go to work, I try to have a positive mindset regardless how negative the atmosphere can be. I really reserve my good energy as well. I always tell people, sometimes my colleagues say, "How come you're so quiet?" I said, "My good energy, I really reserve it for myself. When I need to talk, then that's when I will talk." And success, I would just wanted to add, success comes through failures. It doesn't come through our achievements. It comes through our failures, all our sacrifices we have made in life to achieve something. So moving forward on the business chat, Mereseini, how do you feel about this community when you started the business?
Well, I've said it earlier, and I'll say it again. I think I spend more time with the community members than with my actual friends outside the community. Um, the support, the encouragement, the motivation, the inspirational stories that are shared on our platform. You feel out of place if you try to be negative in this community. The community has really changed the way we see things. We look at the challenges as opportunities for growth. We don't give up easily. The support system is so good that once you become a member, you have a mentor, you have a coach, and you have this regular communication amongst yourselves. You form groups whereby you actually encourage one another to do better in their businesses. This is a great example is us. You are there in Auckland, I am here in Nandi. We've never met each other, we've only spoken, communicated through Flock and messengers. But look at how we are communicating, look at how we are relating to each other. This is the beauty about this community, the positiveness, the positive energy that you feel vibrating, vibrating through all the, when you look at the webinars, you look at the webinars, you look at the masterminds, and even when you have little groups, little chat groups that they do every now and again, when you hear them speak, you think that they've known each other for years. you know the community is just so supportive. I'm just enjoying the community. I've never regretted being part of this community and the business. And yeah, it's just so happy to be in this community.
Thank you, Mereseini. One thing I love about this community is in each and every one will teach you something, and something, and you get something, you learn something new. So yeah, that's what I love about this community, is the positive, like you mentioned, the vibrations. I love the energy that I get. And I've done numerous live streams, and every individual is unique, and they will have their statements of why they came onto this business. So moving forward, on this chat today, could you tell how the training process was for you when you joined the business, to our viewers who are watching us today?
Well, I can say, I'm a school teacher. I'm a school teacher by profession. I've taught primary school kids all the way up to the university level. I would say that the training process that we have is so easy to follow, because it is video based, and how they have structured it is that you don't need to be a tech savvy person. You don't need to have a qualification in IT to be able to follow the training process. It is so simple. All you need to do is just log in. The more you log in, the more you connect to the training, the more confident you become, the more knowledgeable you become. So it's not something that we should be afraid of doing. So for me, initially when the training was fully unlocked for me, I got so excited. I got so excited that I skipped some steps. So I learned a hard lesson through skipping some steps. I ended up, having more issues. So now that when my mentees come on board, I want them go through the process, training process, step by step. Don't be too overwhelmed like how I felt. Go through the process so that you understand each process before you go on to the next step. So, and don't forget, there are passwords, there are user words you need to remember. You must always have a notebook so you can put in these important things. Once I got my website approved, the sales funnel, oh, that was the best feeling ever. I always look at website as something unapproachable. You can't even handle it. I always look at it as something only the IT people can do. But when I got to learn how to do it through the training process, I was so excited. I was so excited. And, like I said, if you come on board with that open mind, willingness to learn, and be prepared to learn as much as you can from the training, you will be able to achieve your goals. You'll be able to get your sales funnel up and running. You will start receiving leads. And of course, every step of the way, when you make a mistake, you can always go back and check. You can always ask your mentor. You can always ask your coach. So, the training process, because you go at your own pace. Right? You don't have to rush. You go at your own pace. And when you are free, some people are doing this business as a side hustle. Some of us have more time to do it at home. But I think the training process is so flexible, so user friendly, and anyone can do this business because of the training process. Thank you, Devina.
Thank you, Mereseini. I like the way you say it. But for me personally, when I joined the business and I was on just the go-to attitude. I want to do this. This is for my family. Every day I was going through the training to learn something. Within 2 weeks, when I joined, my website was up and running. Then I learned a lot of new applications, the things that I was not even aware of, how to make life more productive by using those tools, how to make language
Yeah.
so flow nicely. I always used to get comments in my corporate, my previous employers used to say, Devina, you need to improve on your English. Like you said, you mentioned you're a teacher, and in high school my English was always a problem, and even in my corporate life as well. But I was never familiar with some of the applications that are available to draft all these contents for us, and I learned a lot with this training. I learned a
Mm,
lot of how to write things well, and it boosted my confidence in the way I speak as well, how I engage even in my corporate with the
mm,
customers as well, in terms. And they always, the good feedbacks I get, it makes me feel that yes, I'm doing something good and learning something different. So moving to the last question, what is your advice to the individuals who think their current job is secured and they remain stable till retirement?
Very good question, Devina. I've worked for 38 years before I retired. And we've had the pandemic situation that affected everyone in the world. And, although you may feel secure now in your current jobs, but, you need to know that one day things do happen, unexpected things happen. And it's important for you to be thinking of something to do now while you are still working, of course. And the cost of living continues to increase, not only in Fiji, all over the world. And, if you are secured with just one job, I know, there will come a time, there you need to have a side hustle. You need to have something that will prepare you for your retirement. If you feel that your retirement fund will be enough for you to sustain you during your retirement, I think you really need to do serious thinking. I'm a retiree. Both my husband and I are retirees. I can say with confidence that your retirement fund will not be enough for you to take care of you in your old age, in your retirement years. One, sickness will come through. You'll be affected. Cost of living will continue. Your children will leave you and move on with their lives. You will need carers. You will need people to take care of you when you get older. So you need to prepare yourself for that. So I am, you know, um, asking those of you, appealing to those of you who still having jobs now, secure jobs, do something. And this digital business, online business, is an alternative that you can really consider, because all you need to do is go with your phone. Everyone has a smartphone, and it's not called a smartphone for nothing. It's a smartphone because you can work smarter using your mobile phone, and you can earn money using technology instead of scrolling up and down just looking at the photos on Facebook. You can use the Facebook platform or YouTube or what other platform that is available uh, to earn money. And there is no, it's not a sin to earn more money. It's not illegal to do a side hustle. It's not illegal to have three or four side hustle. It's not. It is It is good for you because once your financial um, life is stable, everything else will be stable as well, because with finance, you support your families, you support your children, you support your church, you support your communities, you support your whatever you need to support needs money, and you can't uh, be successful or be productive or be useful in the way that you are expected to be useful if you just concentrate on one job. And some people, they have the same job, they continue to complain about the cost of living. They struggle every month to put food on the table, to pay bills, but they still continue to do the same job. you know if you want to change your story, change your narrative, you need to change what you do. Because someone said it's insanity to continue to do the same thing and expect a different outcome. Yeah, that's stupidity. I'm sorry, I'm using that word. But if you want to have a better standard of living, you want to meet the needs of your educational needs of your children, or you want to meet the needs of your families, your extended families, your communities, your church, your religious organizations, or whatever, you need to seriously consider having a side hustle. you know I hear people, they are paid today, they are paid this week, come next week they have nothing to spare. So we are enjoying this opportunity, and we will not be afraid or be discouraged to continue to share this, because you need something while you are still working full time as a side hustle. Let me say this again. My husband and I will be celebrating our 40th year of anniversary, wedding anniversary this year. Since year one, we had always engaged in a side hustle. Year one, this is our 40th year, and we have seen how that has helped us throughout these years. It has put our children in the universities. We've managed to buy assets, we've managed to meet the needs of our families, our extended families. We've looked after our parents well until they left, they've gone on, they moved on in life. But we've seen the advantages of having a side hustle. But those side hustles were traditional businesses. We had to work so hard, teaching in the morning, 8 to 8, and then we go to the farm. We plant. We have my husband had a pineapple farm, cattle farm, sugarcane farm, and then we have our properties that we had to maintain. And then my hair salon. Like, we had all these traditional businesses. But we thought, there will come a time we'll be too old to be running around doing all these traditional businesses. And I experienced that last year. Just my first year of staying home as a retiree, I was running these two traditional businesses and then looking after my sick husband. And it's just the two of us because our children have moved on. And then, it was very tiring for me, very exhausting. And then I used to go to Suba every now and again to the capital for meetings, board meetings, come back. And then I thought, I see the potential in this online business. I think I should just do this online business because I can get to stay with my husband at home, take care of him while I work on my digital business. And, I'm looking at this to support us in our retirement. I am excited because just more than a year ago that I started this, and I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it not only because of my professional growth, I'm earning as well. It's amazing how our founders have come up with this platform that, although it is new, it is doable, it is legitimate. Our business is legitimate. The good thing about it, we pay taxes, we give back to our country, to our economy. And we want to offer this as an alternative side hustle for those of you who feel that your jobs are secured. When the pandemic hit us, who thought that every most of the things would come to a standstill? Right? So when the pandemic hit us, everybody went online. Everybody struggled to find something online because this was the only thing that continued to work during the pandemic. I managed an English language school at that time. All the borders were closed. But I had to fight hard. I had to negotiate hard to be able to get charter flights to Fiji to bring the students over. But it was a tough job. It was challenging, you know. And we had to organize our classes using. We had to offer online classes, and a lot of people were not ready to do that. A lot of schools, even teachers, still struggle to do. To have online classes. I am just so amazed at this platform, this business. It has really taught me a lot of things that I can still do, even if there's going to be another closure, even if there's going to be a pandemic. This is something that we can be rest assured that this will continue, right? And the good thing about this business, while you are sleeping, the back office continues to work for you, right? And so you never know. You can't be secured because you don't know your future. But this is something that we know is taking over our lives. Technology is here to stay. No matter how much people are afraid of it, they are worried about it. They have some myths around it that it's a scary thing. No, everybody is doing digital. Everyone is going digital. Even in Fiji, government is trying to promote digitalization of every process and everything. And this is the way to go. Right? So that's what I feel. So for those of you who feel that your 8 to 4 job is secured for you, don't forget, it's just 2 years ago that we experienced the pandemic. Right? You can never say that you are secured in your job. So it's good that you have a side hustle, because who knows? The side hustle can take over as your full-time job, and you quit your job and you get to enjoy life, enjoy your stay with your families, with your children. And of course, for those of us who are retirees now, I want you to know that your FNPF, your retirement fund, won't be enough to sustain you, for you to continue to enjoy the life that you used to enjoy while you were working full time. And I'm so glad that, with this digital business, it actually just um, helps us to be more prepared to enjoy life more. We've prepared ourselves for retirement, right? But we never relied solely on our retirement fund. We had other things that we had prepared ourselves for, and this online business is just the icing on the cake for me. Thank you, Devina.
Thank you, Mereseini. And like you mentioned, in terms of our current jobs are not stable. Yes, I do relate very well. I had two occasions where my contracts had come to an end, and I had stayed home for nearly approximately 4 months, and I had expenses incurring, but no income stream like coming. So I know the way of not having a full time job and how many responsibilities as a sole finance person. How do I feel? And that was like basically my turn off point, when I promised myself, when I go to my next employer, these are the changes I'm going to do. And I told even some of my colleagues in the office, I made a promise to myself that I will only work for the hours that I'm paid for. Anything extra more than that is the time that I'm going to invest on something and make a good outcome for my future. That is why I invested in this online business, because I saw potential. I saw it has a lot of, no matter, we have 3 different investment packages based on people's budget needs, on what they have, and the scope it has been in 13 years approximately on the digital online platform, and 50 years we are affiliate of a company, and we're selling. So basically it means that this product is lucrative for people, and it has it has a lot of health benefits that come along with it. But you personally, the people who are watching us, need to believe that this is the change I need in my life. So thank you very much, Mereseini, for coming in today and sharing your experience on how on this business chat of our digital online business. For viewers who are watching, I'd like to take this opportunity. Thank you very much for your time and your efforts. Just wanted to know if you are interested in knowing more about our digital online business. Both me contact, follow me or Mereseini. We are both digital online mentors. Follow us through our YouTube, our Insta, our Facebook, our LinkedIn profiles to see who we are, what we do regarding this online business. If you're very skeptical, ask us questions, because one thing I know is that without asking questions, you do not get an answer. So be upfront, and if you want change in your lives, take the leap of faith and join this online business. Because once you register with us, the first step is to watch the 90-minute webinar. Then the second step is to pay the 149 US dollars, which is a risk-free opportunity that we provide, which is a 30-day trial period, and change your future in terms of making your dreams into reality. Till we meet again, this is it from my side. Bye for now.